Sees Zamir White. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Titans and the Colts on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Right to the air is Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away, and he'll be on the corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point. That makes the score 7-0. So the drive runs in 75 yards in 7 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On first down, here's Stroud. Here's White. They set up the screen. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. The Titans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
Getting gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches.
First down, Titans.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback up early.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
But we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the first quarter.
I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Stroud. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
In the end zone, touchdown, Tennessee. Zamir White from 8 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after... It worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Trey McBride and the rest of this offense headed back out now. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And Jackson throwing once more. He targets Ingram for another grab.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Jackson on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, attempts, one area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And here's Zamir White returning to the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The throwing again is Stroud. He'll find Thielen working the middle. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And they'll set up shop right. At the 49-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Norton. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A run to begin the second half with White. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught. This is White. And he goes out right around the 39.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Stroud to throw it.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Back up there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. He'll leave this one for White.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 4th down. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but And now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jordan Addison, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, that's called by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Arnie, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Spinning away. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made. Second and a couple. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impressed. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Stroud. Able to get this one to McBride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave him. 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
My God, I can't believe what I watched.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Play action. Stroud now. He's got it. That's a Titans touchdown. Trey McBride, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Colts getting ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, Jackson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to White. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play ball no matter who's on the field.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stroud off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.